Ladies and gents, my dudes, welcome back. I've been doing some work off camera, trying to finish up the upstairs bedroom of this place. We kind of got a decent looking fireplace going. It's not the best, not the most intricate, but it'll do. These are actually the cheapest paper lanterns you can make, and they look really nice. So I think we'll be using more of those. Got a little cat bed down here, and I've also modelled out a guitar over here. Tried to model out my guitar, but it's not quite exact because I don't have a whole lot of wood types to choose from at the moment, but I think it's looking pretty good. But I need something for strings. Now, if you see, I've kind of left a space for strings. I tried glass. I tried glass, but it's way too see-through. Like you literally can't see it. So glass is not going to work. But I did see something else called smoky quartz, which will make smoky glass, and I think this might work really well for guitar strings, but I have no idea how to get it. It just says like these crystals. So if anybody knows, let me know how to get a hold of some smoky quartz and I can finish off that guitar. So the plan for today's episode is kind of ruined because if anybody out there that knows some Spud Gunn lore, the first thing I ever tried to chisel in Terra Firma Craft was like a little garden gnome by my base, fishing into a little small pond. It was like a one block thing. It looked terrible. It was more like just a blob, ET looking blob. But I've tried another go, and over here I've got myself a little garden gnome doing some fishing. But there is obviously it's just brown dirt, so it's not the best looking, but there is one thing that we can do to make it look better, and that is a palette from the Chisel Tools mod. Surprise, surprise, this Let's Play is basically sponsored by the Chisel Tools mod, but to make this one, we need quicklime. I think you need quicklime for all of them, actually. There's a glow one, which will be really cool, makes things glow, and there's a Jonas, which makes things light up. That's considerably more expensive, but the standard one, it would be doable if we could get some quicklime. Now, the trader by the spawn had quicklime, but I went and checked and trades change. I didn't realize that trades actually change, so the start of this episode's kind of ruined, but I've made a whole bunch of bread. I have found another trader over this way because, yesterday was a bad day. I went to get some shale, and I ended up dying all the way out here, starving to death, freezing to death, and then I fell down a ravine, so that was a great day. I also had a banging headache and couldn't record any of this episode, so this episode should have been halfway done, but it's not, because yesterday sucked. Anyway, we're going to try and get a palette and make some work on this, and then start some work on the next build, which is going to be the Chinese lantern shop. Kind of more of a Chinese-Japanese mixed style of building. Also, you may notice that Small is no longer a little baby. He's all grown up now.
Grow, Biggie, grow. And
also, Kitty is pregnant. So that's... Yep, Small's definitely a dude. Definitely a dude, and in fact, I need you to follow me because we're going to separate them for now. I really do not have the meat to be breeding cats right now. So the next episode, we're going to start working on some animals. So yeah, I've started on a build over here. It's kind of ruined by the snow, but it's going to be the lantern shop, and we'll try and get this done today. It's probably just going to be like the basic shell of the building, but we'll try and get something on it done today. Anyway, I'm going to head to the trader and see if we can get some lime from a few different traders. Okay, so I had to restart the game quickly there because I had no game sound, but let's check this guy's trades. And yeah. Oh wait, he's got lime. He didn't. I checked a minute, like a day or two ago, and he had nothing. So they change very regularly. He's also got a kitten. Oh my god. They do have different coloured kittens. So he'll buy 8 spelt bread. He'll also buy 8 rice bread. Unfortunately. Oh damn, bro. I should have got some charcoal and some... Okay, we might have to come back. Spelt bread. Sell. We got 2 gears, and how much? We need 2 gears. Oh my god. Oh, yes. What else? I can't sell anything else, can I? No. Damn. Okay, well, that's good enough. That's all I wanted was the lime. I may even... There's another trader not too far from here. Right, somewhere around here. right over here. Cool trader. It's kind of far, actually. Yeah, it's kind of far and it's getting dark. Let's go back home. Let's make the pallet. Let's paint the gnome. And if we smelt this in the fire pit, 2 pieces of lime is going to make 1 quick lime. Okay, I've got my quick lime. So 4 quick lime, half a stack of turnips, and a board. Oh yes, we get the pallet. It's got 150 uses, or 150 durability. Nice. Let's quickly have a little sleep, so it will be daytime. Alright, and let's get rid of this stupid thing. Oh no, he's got like a snow covering on him. We need to get this built so the little dude can get inside. Now let's quickly feed Kitty. I've been feeding these cats non-stop, I promise. I've been constantly feeding them, but their weight just will not go above low. I don't know why, but we're going to have to get some animals so that we have a constant supply of meat. Also, I killed a bear. Bear came, chased me from the trader when I went to check the trades, chased me all the way back here to the house, and I killed him at the front door because you can't get through the door. Cool. Let's pallet. How does this thing work? Wow. Okay, wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. So, I'm thinking, red hat, he's a gnome, he needs to have a red hat. So, this is probably the most reddest red, and then we can use the darker one for... Oh, what? Oh my... That's not quite what I wanted. Not quite what I wanted there. Can I... How do I... How do I do, individual pieces? Okay, so if I then change this to dirt, can I then change the color of the dirt? Oh, yes. Okay, I figured it out. I have figured it out. So I need to change to different block types to then be able to change the color of them. Perfect, right. Okay, let's add a whole bunch of different blocks into that, and then I can switch between them, and I can change... Oh, that's perfect, actually. If we switch the gravel to be that... Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeedy doody. And then we can switch the cobble in his eyes to be blue, or an eye colour. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we've got some different block types. Let's do some painting so we can see what we can actually keep. It's going to be hard matching colours here, but let's just go with that for the beard. Let's go with maybe like a orange t-shirt. No, we'll change that, but quickly let's get pastel on the arms so it matches the... Oh, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty... Oh, by the way, is he unnecessarily thick? Yeah. Yes, he is, but we're not going to talk about that. Let's also get pastel on the... Yes, on the neck. Oh, I missed a bit, didn't I? We'll go with that for now, and let's get a nice woody colour. Ooh, could we do that? Ooh. But yeah, if we really wanted to be detailed, we could then go in and add another block to this. Switch to that. Ooh, why'd that go funny? And then we could even dye these pieces a slightly darker red. We could add some shadows and stuff to this hat, add some texture and stuff. But I think that's good enough. That's good enough. Just a quick little garden gnome. Also a nice little pool for him to fish in. The snow kind of messes the look of everything up, but that's looking quite good. Let's take a little zoomy zoom. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I'm thinking about doing a bigger version of this over by the pond that we have over there. Like a big 4x4 gnome sitting down fishing in the middle of the pond. I think that might be quite cool. Let's eat some food, go to sleep, try and make it daytime. Oh, and I'm freezing to death. Also, by the way, in between episodes, I did actually make myself a fur coat and some knee-high fur boots and some fur gloves. So 3 pieces of warm clothing, and we're still cold. Okay, let's feed the kitties, and let's try and make a start on this house over here. Oh my god, look at him. He does not look good out here. We need to get a roof on this thing. Right, so the plan for this is going to be some kind of Japanese style, Chinese style, Oriental style lantern shop. We're going to have like the curved up edges at the roof, at the corners of the roofs, but not like this, something a bit better. But the main walls, we're going to have lots and lots of walnut. Birch is going to be the foundation, and lots and lots of walnut. I chopped down the biggest walnut tree I've ever seen, and this probably still won't be enough for all the roofing and all the stuff we need to do. Also grabbed a whole bunch of andesite sand, and with this we're going to make ourselves some wattle and daub. Yeah, unfortunately we can't use the red clay for this. It's blue clay or fire clay for this type of daub, so I'm just going to use fire clay, to be honest. We got some more flint cooked up here. In fact, I'm going to go and grind those in a second. But let's do a quick little demo. So this is kind of the plan. In fact, this is really small. I think I'm going to make this bigger, actually. We're going to make this bigger. 4, 5. Okay, so we've got a nice even layout here, and we need to add the daub. So let's get this in so we can have a look at the color. And it's pretty good. I have actually, because I wasn't feeling too great yesterday, I did actually take the time to kind of have a little try in the creative world, because I've never actually built in a Japanese or Oriental style before. So I gave it a little go in creative mode. Okay, well I thought I was recording, but turns out I wasn't recording any of this. But we've got the ashen wattle and daub in, and we've clicked it, we've planed it down 8 clicks on this side, and then another 2 clicks on this side, and that means we can go in and we can add some details. And like the kind of Japanese paper walls that they have, I'm going to add like some lines, some struts. I was hoping that I could add this shale chiseled rock, but it doesn't seem to let me, so we're going to have to make do with cobblestone. So let's add that to all of these blocks here. Okay, and then we're going to come in with the 2x2, and to start with we're going to add a frame to the window. I might actually need to bring this down a bit, because we're going to have half slabs up here, I believe. So actually, can I can't even do that, can I? Yeah, damn. Okay. Okay, I think we're actually going to have this lip here so that we can add half slabs to that and then have the roof coming out, but we'll get to that. Let's have that as the block off. Then I think I'm going to add, I think I'm actually going to have to come in here with this and kind of add to the window. Okay, is that big enough, or should we go another 2? Let's go another 2 clicks. I think that's big enough for a window. And we'll add a frame. No, that's too big. And we want to be on shale. We'll add a frame to this, and then we'll work around the frame. Basically, we want to add like these struts, like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. The paper wall type Japanese style walls. So we're going to add varying. Oh, okay, yeah. Varying sizes of this. We'll also do like thin ones, and we'll come in and add some detail. But let's work around the frame, because if you, from my experience, if you do the frame last, it messes everything up. Oh man, look at Small, he's so covered in snow. Okay, then we've got that, and I think we're going to work off of this. So let's try leave 3 squares empty, and we'll start here. Block ends here. So if this one was then 1, 2, 3 started there, would that look weird, or is that a good size? That might be a good size for these big ones. Okay, man, he looks cold, doesn't he? He looks so cold. Okay, we've got this. This is looking a bit like a jail cell at the moment, which is not what I was hoping for, but we can kind of come in with the small lines and maybe rectify that. Okay, I kind of like that. We've got These are even. These, well, actually, we need one here. You know, that's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty cool, actually. Okay, so I've been doing some work on these. We've got some kind of design. It's a bit too repetitive at the moment, but we're going to work on that. I'm going to need another chisel. I do have another chisel made, so that we will be fine with that. Do I knock this out? I need a hammer. What happens if I knock this out? Okay, how about that? That's not too bad. It's a bit too samey, to be honest. I was hoping that we could mix it up with the different things, the shale and the cobblestone, but I don't really want to spend all that time gathering the natural stone because it takes forever. Let's get some more detail on here, maybe. Well, I ran out of shale, so I had to venture out to the shale deposit. This is the ravine that I died in. Right, all the way down there. I saw this and I fell down. Yep. I'm going to grab some shale. Also, I'm going to have to record the way back because I almost died multiple times. There's so many bears, so many wolves out there. So the cool thing that I wanted to use on this is these angled beamy type roofs, and then we can basically follow the angle of this up and then we'll have it come up for another layer. But let's first get this one down and see how it looks. We may have to add a little extra overhang to kind of go with the upturned roofs. Okay, so we kind of got the basic front layout done. Excuse the blue light. I've added some of these quarter logs and kind of chiseled them down to fit into the piece. Let's do one here, although I'm going to lose the light. But let's do one here. Just chisel these out until it, until it looks like it's just a single small log. Looks really cool. You can add it into the half slabs, add it into this as well. Okay, well it's finally morning again. This, I'm telling you, this has been absolutely brutal. Trying to build in the snow, the cold, freezing constantly, starving constantly, all the monsters. But we're getting there. We've got the little upturned roof bits on it. We've got a basic design on the walls, and we're starting on the second level, the walls of the second level. Even though this is literally just the front of the house, there is no other walls other than the front wall. It's pretty basic, but yeah, I didn't quite realize how long this was going to take. Maybe got a bit over ambitious, but we'll try and get as much of it done today as we can. Okay, let's take a step back Let's see if 3... Is 3 high going to work, or is it too big? I think that's just about big enough. If I slab on the top, then it's only going to be 2.5 blocks high, and I think that's the way we're going to go. So if we slab here, well, of course. So if we slab here, the roof is going to sit on top of that. We'll carve out some windows that will have to be... we could probably stick with 1 block, that'll be fine. This will be a full block. And I'll have to copy and paste these little upturned roof bits, because ain't no one got time to sit here making that from scratch every time. Bro, the daytime literally lasted like 5 minutes. I spoke for a little bit, I made a shovel, I came to get some clay, and it's turning dark already. Winter is just crazy. I got a little bunny trapped. Well, it happened. Kitty gave birth, and it didn't get a cool skin yet. I think it has to be like a few generations in to get the different skins. But it's a wild kitten and we've got to feed it. Unfortunately, I've only got this raw bushmeat, and it's only going to do 10% per piece, so I'm definitely going to have to go out and find myself some more meat, some more animals to hunt. Now, let's take a look at the progress. Every time I walk past this, man, it looks so cool. Let's take a look at the progress on this. Dude, this is taking so much longer than I thought it would be taking. These corner things don't want to play ball when I try and copy and paste it, because I've used there's so many blocks in here that I can't remember how many blocks I used. So I'm gonna have to do some work on that, try and get these replicated up top there. Also need to make some more roofs, get some more stuff, make some more everything. Dude, the grind. Oh, there he is. Okay, and we've got another kitten, so I'm going to name this one after my friend's cat that he had when we were kids. And I'm going to call it Tiddles. Well, it's been a few more days of grinding every single day after work, trying to get this thing finished. And I think it's definitely not finished, but it's at least at a point where I can finish the episode and call it mostly done. We'll do a few more tweaks. We'll finish up the stairs at the front. They don't look so good. I've just noticed that this pointy thing needs a bit more work to make it more rounded. But overall, we're at a stage where it's good enough to call it an episode and take a break from building, because my god, I need a break from building. This thing is like at least 20 hours of work trying to get this thing. Let's check the dates, in fact, because when we finished the last episode, it was November. when I started building this thing, it was January, so it was like a month and a half, 2 months in game of just chiseling the gnome, the guitar and stuff. And it's now March. There's been another 2 months of grinding this thing, and it's still winter. It's still snow everywhere. But that's probably going to change because it's now March. Also, it's still -1, which is not good. All my crops are dead, if you can see over there. All the farm is dead. I need to do something with that and sort it out. I also found cabbage seeds randomly in a farming vessel. It gave me reeds and cabbage seeds. I didn't know I could get cabbage seeds from a vessel, from a farming vessel anyway. But yeah, it's looking all right. I've only got 4 pieces of glass, and I need like 8 or 12 to finish it. But it's looking pretty good. I also need to add some more of these little beam support things, roof supports on this side and the other side. I don't think the top really needs it. I could put like 1 on each side, but it doesn't really need it. So let's have a nice close-up look. I also want to add some variation to the height of these things. So we'll probably come in and do like one what's it called? One plane, 1 click, 2 click. Yeah, just to give this a little bit more variation. Just like the roof's got. You can't really see it too much, but if you look hard enough, you can see it. Although this looks very much, yeah, it should be slightly different, but it's looking okay. Also, this is going to annoy me because this part, if I chisel the glass into this half, it's not going to have the black frame, and I quite like the black frame for this. So the front windows and the back windows might have to be clear, but it's not the end of the world. I've also, oh, this is really annoying. I need to plane this thing down. Constantly having to run around this pillar because I always think I can get through and I can't get through. These are going to be flower boxes like we've got on this side here. Just like that. I also need to do something with the chisels because we can't have 2 slabs in one spot, so yeah, there's some bits are blank that need work, some bits are not the best, but they look okay. Like that's an okay pattern, but it's not the best. I could do with switching up a little bit. This one looks okay. The front, overall, the front's quite good. It's a bit busy, but I'm quite happy with it. The best one overall, I think, is probably the top, although the bottom corners are a bit empty. But overall, all in all, it's looking pretty good, and I'm mostly happy with it. It definitely needs some work, some finishing touches to make it look better, but also we need to do the interior, which is a whole nother thing, which I am not ready for. Like, I need a break from building. Like, seriously, dude. It's this was a slog to get it done, especially in the winter because it's constantly dark. I'm constantly starving, freezing, and there's like 20 mobs always around me trying to kill me. So it's not been the best experience, but we got there in the end. And yeah, we'll work on this in the future, but we're going to put a pin in it for now. And in the next episode, we'll probably work on some animals because these cats, man, these cats are eating me out of house and home. I cannot keep up with feeding them. Also, this baby kitten, there's probably not much time left that this thing is going to be a kitten. So Tiddles, probably in the next episode, Tiddles will be grown up. You'll also see the Generation 1. I'm not sure which generation they are when they change skin. Someone let me know. Hopefully it's like 2 or 3. It wouldn't be so bad. If it's like Generation 8 we have to wait to get a new skin, that's going to suck. I keep noticing little things all the time. But overall, it's looking alright. It's looking good. I'm quite happy with the pointy things. They were like probably the hardest part to get right. Just because the shape is quite strange. Also, and as I say the hardest part, the other hardest part was just my stupidity. Because when you're doing the pantograph, I'll explain what I was doing. I would copy this left side of the wall, and then I would run around and try and paste it on this side. And yeah, brain no work sometimes. Brain just no work sometimes. If I'm copying the left side of the wall while I'm facing it, right? This is the left side as I'm facing it. I should paste it on the left side of the wall if I'm facing it. So this corner should copy to this corner, not this one to this. Yeah. Sometimes I'm stupid. but eventually I figured it out. Copy that, paste it here, flip the block round. I also made another chisel tool, which was this thing here. I can't remember what it's called. The hand wedge, which allows you to rotate the chiseling on the blocks without actually rotating the block. I thought that's what I needed. Turns out I didn't really need that. I just needed to turn the brain on and actually do things the way they're supposed to be done. So yeah, it's mostly finished. It's not perfect. If you've got any tips, any suggestions as to what we could add to this to make it look cooler, bamboo would be cool, but we got to travel south somewhere for that. But overall, it's looking pretty good, and I should have really known. Get it? I should have known that this was going to take a lot longer than just one day. But anyway, we're there. We're also starving to death, right? Yeah. So let's have a little recap. We built this thing. We chiseled this out. Well, I chiseled this off camera, and we painted it using the palette. I could do with modifying the colors on the little fishing reel, but for now, it will do. It's not too bad. And off camera we also... Oh, is that the snow's disappearing maybe? Well, that would be nice. Also off camera we made this guitar. And we made the cat bed. We sorted out the fireplace. If you have any suggestions for what I can use for guitar strings on this thing, smoky quartz, how do I get it? Something like that would be very, very helpful. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully we will... have some improvements to this shortly, but I definitely need a break from building for now. In the next episode, we're going to do probably some prospecting, as well as looking for some animals that we can start farming, because, yeah, meat is an issue, and I'm constantly running out of resources. We need, like, a surplus of metals and resources. Also, I should mention this as well. This tiled beam at the bottom here, beamium, baby, that's to match the... Well, you can't see it because the snow's there, but it's to match like the beam style thing of the roofs. Tiled beams from Beamium. I have added the mods that I mentioned in the previous episode. I've also added the quarry mod, which can be quite overpowered, but to counter the overpoweredness, we are only going to use the quarry mod plugs, stone gathering stuff, when we hit Iron Age. And to be honest, the amount of times I've had to run all the way down here to get shale or to get more andesite sand somewhere like where was it? It's like here or here maybe, I can't even remember. Or here. A lot. I've done like 5 trips all the way down here, which is... Exploring is fun, just not so much when you are starving to death, freezing to death, and being chased by bears and wolves at the same time. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode, guys. I've got a mountain of editing to do. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully the build is looking up to standard. I'm quite liking it. There's a lot of things that I see that need improving, but overall, it's a good first draft and a good place to leave it. So, thank you so much for watching, as always, my dudes, and I will see you in the next one.